Here's the strong voice of Sister Vicky Segura. Born in the Philippines, Sister Vicky came to Richmond in 1980. A pioneer in hospice medicine and a leader of the Bon Secours Community Hospice House, she has helped transform end of life care into a human and family experience. Sister Vicky can't join us today, but with her story of being called to care, Rosario Harris, a leader in Richmond's Filipino American community whose family has been touched by her work, delivers the strong voice of Sister Vicky Segura.
More than a century ago, my grandfather was a physician in the Philippines. He was a forward thinking man. He wanted to make sure that the women in the family got an education. So his daughter, my mother, became a physician too. And as Catholics, we were typical of a family at that time. We went to church and celebrated the holidays. As a young professional, I didn't expect that these two paths, medicine and faith, would converge. Like my grandfather and my mother, I graduated from medical school in the Philippines. This was 1967. I then joined three med school friends, all four of us women, and came to the United States. From a small town in Ohio to New York City, I practiced as a pathologist and medical examiner. Yes, just like you'd see on the TV show Law and Order. And yes, I like that show. But I was thinking more deeply about what I wanted to do with my life. One day I was reading a medical journal, and there was an ad that was titled Women Who Care. That's how I was introduced to the Sisters of Bon Secours, a religious order of women who care for the sick and the dying. It took me several years of prayerful consideration to clarify my decision to join. But as I became more familiar with their world, I saw how much I enjoyed the company of the sisters, how we prayed together, how we had fun together. Of course, as a medical professional in the United States, I had always been a minority. First, I am a woman. Second, I am from another country. And third, I became a nun. I don't fit easily into boxes. Some wondered if my calling was to be either a physician or a sister. My personal calling was to serve as both. This decision changed me as a physician too. In the early 1980s, people didn't know what hospice was or even how to pronounce it. Medicare didn't even pay for it. But I immersed myself in the emerging field and became the first full-time hospice physician in Central Virginia. It was a natural extension of my commitment to serve. And I felt a connection to the original Sisters of Bon Secours, who were considered radical in the 1800s, for going into their community in France to care for the sick and the dying. I've been in Richmond since 1980, and that's a bit more than half my life now. I still see how hospice can be tough for families or even physicians to accept. Yet I also realize how that magazine ad, the one that changed my life, is a statement not just about my calling, but about all women. Like you, I have made vows that some might see as sacrifices. Like you, I have sought meaning in my professional and personal lives. Like you, I feel a need to serve others. In truth, we are all women who care.